Now we're recording.
Okay.
Hi.
Beans.
Who wants to start us off with a recap?
Fantasy Costco! Get everything there!
It is helpful.
It is very helpful.
Yeah, this episode's sponsored by Corvair's. Anyway,
Hey,
So
you
we
remembered the
started
name
off-
of an NPC.
Yeah, we started off with a nice long talk with Thomas's dad. That was a fun time.
that nobody interrupted or said anything during. Nobody extended with bits.
Yeah. So anyway, we almost got run over by a carriage.
And
And then
everybody was
you were looking
disappointed that we
around for
didn't
the
get
bitch
run
who
over
did
by a
it.
carriage.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm the bad guy apparently.
We are framed.
We got framed so bad, and then we had to find the people who tried to kill us with a time limit because they wanted us to leave immediately.
Didn't take us too
Yeah.
long to find him, though.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, it did take us long enough that he wasn't alive anymore.
True.
Yeah, well, the other guy that we found that tried to kill us was still alive, and we managed to scare 5,000 gold out of him. So, you know, you win some, you lose some.
And then you spent all
It was-
that gold.
Immediately. But to be
All-
fair, we're
all
now
of you-
proud homeowners. So
Yeah, true. You're all proud homeowners. Meanwhile, me, I am perfectly content with keeping the money that we mugged from that dude. I went on my own little escapades.
if
Well,
you're
that
gonna
was-
buy a house, it better be on mug money, okay?
You know what? Fair.
I mean, at least you don't
Let's
have
be
to
honest,
deal. At least you don't have to deal with the HOA.
Oh Lord alive.
and let's be honest, you weren't
Yeah,
there to
no,
stop
it's
us.
fine.
If you really wanted to keep the money, you should have been there to rein us in.
Well, here's the thing. I kept my money. That was your money that went bye-bye. I don't care. Crazy.
Besides, she was busy talking to Owlbear Man,
Also true, yes.
who turns out to
Okay.
be that nerdy little dweeb we met when we came in here.
He is the
Okay,
goodest
great.
of
That
boys.
means you're doing the grocery shopping for the next few sessions.
Not in your life. I'll buy something for myself. Y'all can worry about the loans and everything. I'll handle everything myself. I'll stay outside. I'm good.
Well, it's agreed. Lafayette's sleeping in the stables. Sorry about it.
Come on, I have this nice snake-sized bed just for her.
Anyway, but that's basically the summary of it. Not a whole lot happened except for enough to where essentially Thomas got somehow rapidly outed as a vampire that went to the entire people. Everybody was mad about it, and God sneezed and rained. Then kind of ended off with kind of dishing out facts as it was. We're not welcome in this town anymore, so we'll be leaving. We have everything. Albo Man has been given the information to kind of prove our innocence while we are gone. So
Mm-hmm.
And we do have an inkling that the ones who were framing us and who tried to kill us potentially were the people from the Scholars Guild who don't like the fact that we've been poking around in certain matters concerning Naga history and whatnot.
mhm.
And there's one thing you're forgetting.
Oh, there's always one thing we're forgetting.
Fantasy. I know we did Fantasy Costco.
At the very
Bought
end
a
of
nice
the,
blanket.
at the very end of the session, you got a letter from someone.
I remember getting the letter, but I don't remember who it was from.
It was
Valor.
from-
Oh yeah, we got the actual
Mm.
invitation from Valor that Maeve got us.
I was gonna say.
Well, too bad.
You're too bad!
Thank you.
Get good!
No.
Girls, you're both pretty. Anyway.
Now, wait a minute.
So, what do you do now that you're outside the city?
I guess we gotta
Well,
go to the house.
Yeah, I think we were agreed that we're going to teleport to our new home and take a look at that. I will admit, when we were packing up and whatnot, I was very tempted to just have Mishpa break the door to the suite out of spite.
I mean, we were in the right part of town.
True enough.
Burst
then I
in
thought
through a
better of it.
window, break it down, run out.
Why would we break down the door? It's literally our house.
No, to the hotel suite.
Oh, the hotel suite. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because again, she was feeling spiteful and vindictive.
For fun!
It's your money, not mine.
I ain't fucking paying again.
Then don't break down the door and you won't have to spend the money.
God, Tom, can't people just break down doors for fun and then run away like they didn't do it?
Exactly, she gets me.
I got you, baby girl.
Thank you. You get to share my blanket.
Honestly, that sounds wonderful.
So, out of curiosity, what is the experience like teleporting with this crystal? Like, is it instantaneous, or do we feel any sort of effect while we are teleporting or afterwards?
Well, it is instantaneous, but imagine you're getting pulled down and then back up by your belly button.
Interesting.
Oh god, teleportation sucks, I forgot.
It is pretty much an accurate description of what happens with that, though. Like, it literally just grabs you by the middle and you're suddenly hucked somewhere, is what it feels like. You also probably feel nauseous.
Oh, I am too long for this.
Yep, I need everyone to make me a con save.
Oh god.
Mishpa, you're fine. Lafayette, you throw up. Thomas, you throw up. Breia, you're fine.
You're gonna have to roll for Mitty. She had to go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
No stronger stomach here.
It's because there's never anything in it. I do think that Mishpa would lean over and just gently start rubbing Thomas and Lafayette's backs to try and help quell some of the nausea.
Ugh.
This is acceptable.
Are you two going to be okay?
I should be fine.
Just a slow thumbs up.
All right.
Eerily silent vomiting is kind of unsettling if you really think about it.
Yeah, it's just a
All I
bunch
can
of splashing
picture
noises.
is just like this unnerving splattering sound.
That's
Mhm.
all you hear, yeah. It's just
Yep.
that. It's vile.
Yep. So, you arrive to your new home. And it's very quaint. It's a wooden house, 2 stories now, since you got the extra room. The master bedroom is downstairs. Meanwhile, the other 3 rooms are upstairs. It has a kitchen kitchen dining room area that also leads into a living room. There's a stable that's attached where you store Frank. And inside, it's already fully furnished. There's 2 couches and a fireplace in front. There's a recliner near the couches. There's a bar area with stools. There's an icebox, a stove with an oven, lots of cabinet space. And the master bedroom has a queen-sized bed, along with 2 dressers, a vanity with a stool, and an attached bathroom with a porcelain tub.
Ooh.
As Mishpa is sort of wandering around this place, taking everything in, she sort of turns to the others and kind of tilts her head. I've never had a house before. Is this good? Is this good for a house?
Surprisingly,
Yes, actually.
yes.
Feels a bit ahead of their time, I'm gonna be honest.
This place is...
It has indoor plumbing. You don't get that.
Yes, that costs quite a lot of money.
Not only that, but the lights are actually electric instead of oil.
What?
I don't understand. How do you get into these lamps to put out the fire?
The light starts going off and on as Mishpa starts flicking the switch up and down, completely enthralled by the process.
Let's want to argue it. That's how. Yes, she seems to have gotten it.
Everyone, there are will-o-wisps in the lights.
Breia closes her eyes because it's really fucking with her, the flashing. But, yes, technically the fire is like an external source of power that's coming. You know when the sky, you know when lightning comes from the sky?
Lightning comes from the sky, yes.
Well, imagine that, except it's been captured and is being used to create light.
Lightning elementals power our home.
Is that actually how it works?
Light goes on, light goes off. Light goes on, light goes off.
Because honestly, that was my first thought.
Stop! If you keep doing that, you will anger the lightning elementals, and they will break free.
She looks directly at you and starts doing it twice as fast.
Don't! Oh my god!
Mishpa, we're going to die!
I'm going to blow the light bulb!
And then we're going to die!
Mishpa,
You know what? Yeah, sure!
Mishpa, make a dex save.
Dex save.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You get an electric shock.
See, you angered the elementals.
Freya is just letting this
Elementals,
happen and turns to Tom and just says, I'm going to have to fix that light switch now. It's really... this is really inconvenient.
I mean,
the
it's not
light-
like we can.
The light still works, it's just that she got an electric shock.
I mean, it's not like we can pay anyone to come out here.
Didn't we spring for an unseen servant for this place?
We did, yes.
Wait,
I don't think unseen servants are electricians, though.
we paid for an invisible man?
Yes, to take care of the horse when we're not here.
That's creepy. Do we know if he's, not there watching us?
They're not like sentient beings. They're like... They're just kind of a task-following, like, magical function.
So they're constructs, not some wizard butler who has a voyeurism fetish.
Well, I hope it's not the second thing. Some really bad things have been going on. But no, it's just the magical effect. Construct is close enough.
Okay.
Since her fun was ended prematurely, Mishpa is going to slither outside and just sort of survey the surrounding land. Like, what does the surrounding land look like around our home?
It's actually very lush with foliage. Like, you see some flower bushes, you see the acre of farmland that you have is actually already tilled and ready for planting. You see that the mountains are to your back, and they look rather precarious to cross over. So even if someone knew where you lived, it would be very, very difficult to traverse that way to get to you. And you see that there seems to have used to be a pathway through, but it has been long since collapsed and overgrown. Other than that, you have a nice beach front with white sands and crystal clear waters. But specifically around a certain radius, as if you have your own personal beach.
At least we have a lovely view.
I think she would kind of grin to herself a bit. Dakshi would have an absolute field day with this place.
The ocean looks so clean, so nice. There's no boiling ash. There's no fungus juice. It's just salt water.
You can even still see the sun on the water.
It's beautiful.
And it's ours. Never thought that I would actually have something like this. Even if I did go through this whole rehabilitation process and they decided to let me stay, I never thought I would have something like this to look forward to.
It is quite beautiful, isn't it?
It is, yes.
I feel like we're going to start talking in circles at this rate.
Right. Well, I'm going to go get Frank settled, and then I suppose we should talk about what we're going to do next. She's basically just using this as an excuse to leave this conversation.
Of course, yes. I should go and take stock of everything as well, see if there's anything I want to leave here while we're out and about. And I am going to take this as an opportunity to sort of more closely examine the poisoner's kit I took off of our would-be assassin.
Okie dokie. So, anything else anyone is doing? Thomas, Lafayette, Nina, Nani?
You confused Nani for Nina, dummy.
I was thinking of Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yeah, I'm a RaveCat.
You fucking wish.
Excuse me, but meow.
I will manifest in that
imagine-
world just to fucking sucker punch you in your gut to break your spine again.
I can just imagine
Nani going,
threatening
yeah.
me with a punch to the gut that can bend my spine.
Because you're not supposed to stand straight!
But I'm beautiful.
No, you're... Anyway.
Hey!
Damn.
Damn!
Jesus.
Damn.
I'm gonna sit on that one, I apologize.
Say that! That's not a nice thing to say!
I'm not a nice person!
I thought you were nicer than that.
Oh, please.
At least 2% nicer, Jesus.
We love you, Mitty.
You do.
No.
Anyway. Nani, Lafayette, Thomas, what are you doing?
Lafayette's gonna go check out the rest of the house.
Alright.
I'm probably just gonna be waiting on everyone else to get together so we can talk about our next move.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you and Nani are just going to be standing there going, yep, yep.
Yep.
Yep, fucking King of the Hill style.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so
Come on, Nani. Join in the yep with me. Yep.
You made her too sad. She can't do it.
I guess I hit the factory reset button too hard, my bad.
Here, I got it.
Thanks.
No, you fool. Now she speaks Spanish.
Oh, Lord.
Well, what if I keep doing it?
Stop. Season.
The next time I fucking see you, when I get my hands on you.
alright then. Lafayette, let's start with you. You scope out the rest of the house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You'll go upstairs. You see that there is a very spacious loft area, complete with a writer's desk set up against two very large windows, as well as another couch and recliner combo.
Mm-hmm.
You see that the other three bedrooms, two of them are a little bit bigger than the fourth one, but they all are fully furnished with full-size beds.
Mm-hmm.
And dressers, writing desks, chairs, vanities, and each bathroom comes with a porcelain tub and toilet.
Wow. Fancy.
And sink.
Fancy.
We can shit in style.
We can hit the thinking chair. The bathroom is where you think.
Yep. And you actually also see that every room has a walk-in closet.
Wow. So, plenty of space to reside in. Basically, a standard issue home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want to investigate the...
You cut out there at the end.
the farming area.
Okay. The farming area is, like I said, it's tilled. It's not seeded yet, but you can choose any seeds that you want. You actually see that you can actually sense, with Breia's help, that this area of land is actually magical. Meaning that you can literally grow anything you want in this 1 acre plot of land, no matter the climate.
Nice.
Also, something else you do notice about the house, Lafayette. In the entry foyer is, on the dining room table, is a miniature version of Corvair's Emporium. And you see a little button that says, press for service.
Oh no.
Blink.
We have room service in our house.
I'm gonna scan who all's in here and who's not here.
Which room is this?
This is the dining room, so it's downstairs near the entryway.
I would be nearby.
I thought you were out at the beach with Nani.
Oh. Is that where she was? Oh. Yeah, I'll just say I'm out at the beach.
Button. Press.
Okay, you press the button, and a miniature version of Corvair pops up. Hello! What can I help you with? Would you like to get anything for your new home?
Blink, blink. She just kind of, well, first off, she's like, just kind of looks really confused and then just sits for a second beside the small one and then signs out. Are you the one that sold us this house?
That I am, my dear.
How much did they spend while they were there?
They spent about a good 4,300 and some odd gold.
There's a very, very distinct pause. No hand movement, nothing. And then just a slow exhale through the nose. It makes sense. We have a house suddenly, and she got yanked by a teleportation crystal she wasn't expecting, thus barfed her guts out. Signs out. What do you provide in terms of service, then?
I can provide anything you need. Just put your coinage into my little bank here, and he pats the top of the Emporium, which you can see has a little slot for gold pieces and silver pieces, for coins.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, one at a time.
Actually, you can just put the, or you can put a whole pouch of gold onto it.
Yeah, is that right? Alright.
Yeah.
Boy, you sure didn't add this just now, did you?
Shut up!
That's funny.
Shut up. Anyway.
No.
You can put a whole pouch of gold on top of my little store here, and I will get you literally anything you need.
Do we have fucking Costco mobile ordering?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That I planned
This comes with the fucking Corvair's app.
I planned to give you this from the start. I just wasn't sure how to put it into words until now. But yes, you essentially give him gold and he literally manifests whatever you need.
Literally fucking speed dial Costco.
I want to say this one is more like Corvair's on. Evir, if you will.
I apologize. I'm just baffled, genuinely.
You really were just waiting for a way to work this in that wasn't stupid?
Yes.
I feel like if you were gonna add fucking Amazon, you really could have just been like, oh yeah, the phones do it. Here's the special number. It makes the magic screen pop up or something.
I mean, if you check your telestones.
Rest assured, the next time I need something and we are not near a store, I will be checking my phone.
Okay, well, anyway, this has turned into an interesting event. She will sign out. Okay. Seeing as provide me an instrument and a music sheet then of your choice.
Very well, then. And you see a little pop-up come out of the doors of the shop that says 2 gold pieces.
And with a little bit of a flourish, she'll just twirl 2 coins across her fingers and just roll them into the thing.
Yep. They go into the little bank, and immediately on the table manifests a viol and a music sheet.
What the fuck is Costco? And she just picks it up. And with that in hand, until everybody's ready to do whatever, I suppose, Lafayette's just going to just sit there and just kind of study the music sheet for a second.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so, Breia, what did you say you're doing?
I said I was gonna go get Frank settled, but it's also an excuse for me to have a conversation with Charlie.
Okay.
Who I think wouldn't intentionally summon him. I think he would just appear because she's like, now that she's away from everyone, she is very distraught.
Hello, Breia!
Oh god! Hello, Charlie. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Are you okay? You seem sad.
I'm fine. You are a figment of my imagination, and I can tell you things.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Wow, you do have one at least very clear use to me now. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah!
So, say you did something,
Uh-huh.
bad because someone told you to, and then, it comes back and bites other people in the ass and not you, necessarily. Is it your fault? Is that your fault if that happens?
Well, if you did something bad and someone else got in trouble for it, then you should tell the truth.
Oh, no. You see, that is a very bad idea, because then people get mad at you.
They might get mad at you, but they're gonna be even madder if you keep lying.
But what if, instead of lying, you just don't say anything?
Well, then
Then you're not lying, you're just not telling the truth either.
Well, then you're gonna be very sad, and then your head's gonna explode.
My head's going to explode?
Metaphorically.
Ah. Sorry, I don't...
You're feeling very sad, and I know why. I know what you did, and I think it might be hard, but I think you should tell them.
Ah.
Yes, they will be mad, but they're your friends. And it was a mistake you made a while ago. Everyone makes mistakes. We all gotta live with it.
Right. I'll take your advice into account. Thank you, Charlie. This has been very helpful.
problem, Breia.
And Charlie's really smart for being a floating meatball.
And she'll
Yeah.
actually start taking care of the horse.
Okie dokie. Okay, did I miss anyone?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, I will say eventually you all do reconvene.
Well, the house is very nice, but we do have other things to attend to, so what is everyone's thoughts at this point in time?
I
Well,
think that the farmland is quite impressive. Literally anything could be grown there due to magical qualities in the soil.
well, that should be useful later.
Cut to Nani harvesting nothing but durians.
Fruit of the earth!
I was actually thinking, since we're already here, perhaps we go and see if we can see anything at that temple location. And she will take out the journal and flip to the map and tap where it had the symbol for the snake snake temple before.
Yes, the Snemple.
The Snemple.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to go.
I mean, that's the whole reason we put this over here anyway.
Yes. And once we have this place, and once we have the place memorized, if there is anything there, we can teleport there at will anyway. And we can pretty much teleport. I was only half listening at whatever that place was. We can teleport to places we know of, yes? Places we've been to?
Places you are familiar with, yes. That was the exact wording, I believe.
Okay. Well, I mean, in that case, we can pretty much go anywhere we really need to right now. At any point, so I suppose we can take a trip to the temple.
Is that alright with you, Nani? Lafayette?
Lafayette just nods.
I'm okay.
You cut out again, darling.
I'm okay with visiting the temple, especially because it's something very important to me.
Thank you.
All right.
What time of day is it right now?
It is currently 6 p.m.
Should we go now, or should we rest first?
Up to you, really. I mean, we took a rest in between, like, getting here, I imagine, right?
I don't think so,
no.
because we were forced to leave pretty quickly. So I'm still injured from getting hit by that cart.
I'm also still injured.
Well, that also brings up second question then. How in the world is it 6 p.m.?
Yeah, I was gonna say we ended way later than that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So it's actually 9 p.m. more like.
I mean, the dark
You
doesn't bother me. We
still-
could go now.
Yes, but you still don't look the best you've ever looked.
I would
Perhaps.
say we should go tomorrow.
Yes.
All right. I do understand, and I do think it might be for the best. As eager as I am, some rest might do us all good after the way that we left.
Right. So, first thing in the morning then.
All right. So who's taking what room?
Well, I assumed you were going to take the master bedroom, given that it's the only one with a bed with enough space for you.
True, but I did want to offer anyone. I did want to make sure that nobody else wanted it. Besides, we have 5 people in 4 bedrooms.
Lafayette will just raise her hand and just sign out. I can bunk with you, save a space. I'm small enough to handle. Small enough and won't take up too much space.
I certainly wouldn't mind that. I would enjoy the company.
Right. Well, I guess I'll take this one at the end of the hall then. Which she heads to immediately.
Gone.
Gone.
Vanished.
must be-
Disappeared.
Well, Breia must be very tired.
How many rooms does that leave?
2.
2.
2. Well,
Pick your location.
I will pick. Which one do you want?
Well, is there a difference between the rooms?
I don't
Lafayette.
imagine, aside from. I don't imagine, other than the master bedroom.
Lafayette signs out. Plus, I'm pretty sure you can augment it to where you can make it your own in some fashion. I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care which room is mine. So, like, are we at an impasse here? Are we at the stalemate?
Just flip a coin or
You both have to
something.
sleep on the floor now, I'm sorry.
Alright, which room is the closest one to me?
The one to your right.
I'm going right, because the right way is always right, unless you're in a maze where the right way is left.
Proceeds to go left.
And I will take whatever room is empty.
Okie dokie. You get the smallest room.
Of course I fucking do.
Wow.
Perfect.
I thought there wasn't
Well,
a
it's because he's
difference.
not expecting any guests. It's okay.
Wow.
Congratulations, Thomas. You got the Bender room.
Oh
got-
God.
The literal bachelor pad. Christ.
That's rough, buddy.
Even left out a complimentary bowl of bachelor chow for him. How nice.
Bachelor chow. What does that even mean?
That's
It means there's a bowl in the floor.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
all,
that's
that's all that
right.
matters.
Wow, Jesus. That's funny.
That's fucked is what it is.
It's fucking funny.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
So, are these your rooms that you are claiming to be your own from now on?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have much
Yes.
of a choice because I need big bed because me big girl.
Okay, so Mishpa and Lafayette.
Yes.
This is something I did have planned.
Uh-oh.
Some-
Uh-oh.
Insert applause here.
When you guys get into the bedroom and lay claim to it, you start making your, you start getting yourselves settled. Mishpa, your side of the room actually begins to morph and change. It becomes somewhat of an armory. Not only that, the walls are adorned with different weapons of all sorts. Axes, swords, halberds, glaives, the like. And also, you have a work table with alchemical equipment for making poisons. Lafayette, on your
side... a horrifying contrast.
On your side of the room, you get what seems to be training dummies, as well as pictures of a certain person's face on a dartboard.
Why?
You also get a drawer full of thieves' tools of varying degrees. Things for lockpicking, things for cutting purses, disarming traps. You get also various smaller weapons, such as daggers and short swords and crossbows. And you also get a small station for making basic poisons.
Lafayette's gonna kind of like scan from Mishpa's side first, then slowly go across her side right quick.
Oh, this is absolutely wonderful. I didn't know that this came standard with the house. I thought these were just going to be slightly furnished bedrooms, and, whose picture is that, Lafayette?
There is just a very hard stare at that.
She is going to slither over and inspect the picture a bit closer.
You see the picture of a half-elf-looking man who looks absolutely smug as shit. A shit-eating grin on his face. Just one that you look like you want to punch in the face. With long brown hair, palish skin, wearing dark clothing.
She inspects it for a bit, resists the urge to punch, and turns back towards her with a neutral but curious expression.
Roll me a perception check right quick, please.
Perception 15.
I'll catch it. As you turn back, the knife blurs past your vision into his face, as she has thrown one of her daggers at it.
Mm-hmm.
Old boyfriend?
Oh, damn.
Damn!
Charisma saving throw from you, please.
Charisma, okay. Yeah, that's about what I expected.
3.
Oh, you're fortunate. 15 doesn't hit your armor class, I imagine, right?
No.
It will blur right by you and just nick one of your scales slightly. But I think that was the intention to begin with her. And just and she has a look of just raw hatred in her eye. And shakes her head at that boyfriend comment.
Forgive me, that was in poor taste. Though I admit I am curious. Like, she does not seem phased at all from the knife. Like, as far as she is concerned, what you just did was just part of your love language.
Tracks with her record.
She does slither over to you and sort of relax her scales so that her body seems to sink down a little bit, so she looks a bit smaller as she is talking to you about this.
Mm-hmm. Lafayette will just walk towards the dartboard right quick and reclaim her 2 daggers before letting out a slow exhale through the nose and then lifts up her shirt. And on her back, specifically, I don't know if this was given a good view last time due to like the spa episode, but there is multiple really gnarly stab wounds in her back. And she just points at it.
He did that to you.
And then she'll turn around and lower her mask down, and then lower it down past her neck to also reveal yet another brutal scar that has been run across her neck.
That's how you lost your voice, yes?
And silent nod.
She'll slither over and gently brush a hand on your shoulder. I am sorry. Though I do wish to understand, what were the circumstances that led to that?
Persuasion check, please.
Okay.
If you have anything to add on to that, you feel free to do so before so.
Like, she knows that you're somewhat hesitant because she has asked for details about this sort of thing before, like about how you lost your voice. So she does add on to the end. I only want to understand so I best know how to help you. I do consider you a very good friend. And if this person has hurt you, then I want to help you hurt him.
Advantage, please.
Oh, thank God.
Fuck you! No.
That's enough, right? It's enough, right?
Right?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Luckless is right.
Please reroll one more time using the advantage. I'll give you free inspiration for this because I need to see what happens.
Please.
Double.
He gets another three.
Three. Okay.
Oh, thank
That's a 2
fuck.
right there. Okay.
Holy shit.
That would have been absolutely fucking tragic. Holy crap, man. I hate those double.
I would have said it just wasn't meant to be, Goomy. You weren't supposed to romance this particular Amara character.
I guess so, yeah.
Shut up.
Okay, so before that abhorrent distraction happened, say again what you like you said you wanted to be there more or less to support her.
Yes. She just wants to understand so that she knows how she can help.
Okay. Lafayette just thinks about it for a second before just nodding gently and then begins to sign out. As you know, I'm very proficient in my art of killing, yes? I am very talented and very precise with my strikes and tend to hit the enemy when it's most vulnerable. That is my job. Or was my job at the time. And she will dig in her pouch and pull out a similar medallion that you've seen earlier, but a little bit more refined. And she'll show it to her. I am part of the Assassin's Guild, and I am one of the most lethal individuals known by the Bedina Reaper. No one ever escaped me whenever it came to a contract. He points to the dartboard, was very smooth talking in a sense, and knew how to get some information that we didn't know how. However, as you can tell, he's not very good at killing. Because here I still stand. Let me think. And she just like kind of shifts and kind of perches herself up into like one of the nearby chairs as she thinks back for a moment. This particular individual had a very colorful language that he liked to share upon us whenever he saw our races. Typical racist would look at you and call you something derogatory along your line. Yet he was very good to have for information gathering. However, one day, whenever I was finishing off a individual in question, one of our targets that we were given, it turns out he set us up. And the rest of my group, whose names I will omit, save for secret, the one that you met earlier that tried to kill Breia, he set us
Slight
up.
growl at that.
Mm-hmm. He set us up, and I was the one that took the biggest fall. When I was trying to escape, he ambushed me when I least expected it, and right then and there, he tried to execute me and pin the blame of the murder on me. Which, yes, I did kill him, but I'd never been caught until that point. And while the protection of the Assassin's Guild should have applied, it didn't. So I was captured and sent more or less to jail for murder. On top of that, he cut my throat and took my voice to where I had no self-defense. I know not of the rest of my members. I don't know what happened to one in particular that I consider a sister. Younger one. Secret's still okay, thank goodness. But I've been on the hunt for him ever since.
What was his name?
To utter his name once more makes me want to vomit already.
You shouldn't have a problem with that. You've already emptied yourself.
Point. And Lily points at you. And she'll turn towards the picture, and then back to you to sign out. Though she really can't sign this one out, so she actually is going to just pull out like a piece of paper or parchment and kind of scribble down the name and then hand it over to you. And what it says as she hands it over to you is Patoran Ravenhollow.
Mishpa takes a moment to squint at the writing, sounding out the name, and committing it to memory before she nods. I will remember the name and the face, and if the opportunity presents itself, I promise he will regret what he did to you. And she will demonstrate her seriousness by drawing her own sword and shoving it into the wall through his picture.
Yeah, damage. Property damage.
Yeah, the unseen servant is probably good at carpentry. It'll be fine.
It'll fix. Lafayette just smiles gently and signs out, Don't worry. He may have fooled me once. But the thing is that I'm still alive. And when I find him, he won't be.
I'll do what I can to help with that. And she's actually going to lean down and kiss your forehead lightly.
Those ears will flatten a little bit, but she'll accept it.
Now let's get some rest. I have no idea what we're going to find tomorrow, and I want all of us to be in our best, to be at our best tomorrow. And she will strip off her clothes and slither into the bed.
Mm-hmm. Lafayette will take a moment to basically get all of her stuff in like proper order and organize a couple of things inside the room, but she will step out for just a brief moment because she actually wants to go practice the viol that she got.
Mm-hmm.
So Lafayette will kind of sign out that she will be back in just a few minutes.
Don't be too long. I get worried when you sneak off on your own.
Lafayette then pokes her head back in and just signs out, I know, you broke down a door.
Just to make sure you were all right.
And she will disappear for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
God, you break down one door.
You commit property damage one time!
Act like that's not the adventurer's whole shtick.
Property damage!
So, Nani.
Me.
You claim your room, and you actually see a lush, beautiful garden of various flowers and plants, as well as a Feywild-looking desk with a bunch of research books on plants and animals of all sorts from all the different planes in the multiverse.
What the fuck is going on? I said that I wanted this room and like... What's going on here? House? Are you some sort of siren who is trying to keep me here in this house by offering me all the things that you think that I want in life? Well, you shall not succeed, for this house does not have love. It does not have my beautiful opal leaf, and I will return to her. But you know, like, I'm tired right now, so I'm probably gonna go to sleep soon. So I'd enjoy these flowers. I'd enjoy this Feywild desk that looks very flammable. That looks fun. This is nice. All these nice books. I don't know what to say. They're nice gifts. I'm just not really into you like that. She's looking around like, is she getting any kind of reaction from the house?
Nope.
Okay. So this is the work of the unseen servant, I take it, eh? Well, she, like, firmly but subtly grasps her staff. It would be a shame if that unseen servant was right behind me. Yeah. She swipes at the air.
Nothing.
Yes, that's right. Maintain your distance. I'll be keeping my eyes peeled. And the minute that you pick something up, I'll see it. I have very good eyes. And then you're gonna get a whack in the shin. And then me and my friends will be free. I can see that you're taking this hard. It's okay, unseen servant. I understand. I'm too smart for you.
That sigh was the house.
That's the entire house.
Please do not set our new house on fire.
You know, normally I would consider lighting this room on fire, but then that would burn down the rest of the house. And we spent a lot of money on this house, and everybody would get really mad. So I'll run the idea by them tomorrow.
The idea of setting our house on fire?
Yeah.
Insurance fraud.
This house was clearly created by a witch.
I need to see that, like, the fucking horse face from behind meme. But it's Nani. Just like, I'm keeping my eye on you.
Oh, that's a horse. My friend Tammy, my friend Tammy constantly posts that thing, so I thought that it was a rabbit that was like side-eyeing me, just like.
No.
Rabbits don't have that long of a face.
How do you look at that and get rabbit?
That's what a horse face looks like when you
like.
look at it
I wasn't looking at it as like a horse face from behind. I was looking at it as a rabbit face from the side. And the rabbit is just like,
Anyway. So, Nani goes to bed.
You know that when you leave me alone in the room, I'm going to monologue.
Yep.
You
Thomas.
remember Sekhmet?
You
Yes.
caught me monologuing, and it's just a house that's not talking back.
Thomas,
Mm-hmm.
you claim your room, and the room actually begins to grow in size.
Ayo?
You actually get a king-size bed with a canopy over it, like a prince. The room takes on a very noble and princely aesthetic, and you actually get a very extensive writing nook, complete with a desk that has ever refilling paper, ever refilling ink, and various books in a bookshelf on any topic that you desire.
Ayo?
Oh my god, he can learn to write.
Fuck you. This is somehow nicer than the bedroom I have at home. And that's fucking impressive.
And finally, Breia. You lay claim to your room, and you're actually greeted with pastel pink walls with flowers on them, and your furniture is very plush and fuzzy, very soft and comforting, with various stuffed animals all over the place. And on a wall, you see a workbench with various mechanical and machinery elements, essentially an artificer's workbench, as well as a chemistry set. Very similar to the one that you and your father used to work on all the time when you were little.
And then you get swarmed by animated plushies.
Plush golem.
Ah. You know what? This is wonderful. And she'll kind of like walk over to the workbench and she'll just kind of like wander around the room before face planting on the bed.
When you faceplant on the bed, the plushies actually seem to come to life and snuggle you.
These are the
Nani was
blankets!
Yep.
This is the greatest day of my life. She seems like uncomfortable with the fact that before she just kind of settles in and is like, okay, yeah, fine. I'm allowed to be happy about this. It's too late.
She's not letting anyone see the room, though.
Oh, absolutely not. None of you are allowed in here.
And with that, Lafayette.
Hello.
You begin to play the viol.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a performance check.
Okay. First time performance, not expecting to do great. Let's go. That's a 2. That's I don't know why advantage is on. That's a 2.
Oof.
Well, the thing is, I was going to give you advantage anyway because this is a magical viol.
Oh shit.
So
I guess it is a maintain.
roll me a D100, please.
Uh-oh.
$67.
Mm-hmm. You begin to see colors in the sky start to move and swirl around you, as if you're playing a symphony for the sky itself.
Lafayette is a little perplexed, but it's honestly kind of following the sheet near perfectly to her surprise, but she can't really stop, so she keeps the flow going for a good bit.
The colors, similar to what we know as the Northern Lights, swell and deepen based on your notes. And I will say everyone in the house, including you when you go to sleep, have pleasant dreams and probably get the best sleep that you've ever had in your entire lives. Even better than when you were in that inn in Vaker, because this home is yours.
Well,
Damn, I
Wake
can't
up
believe
covered in
session's over
snake.
already.
Do I sleep? I feel like I don't sleep.
you don't
You don't.
sleep technically, but
Let's-
You need to
Related.
transfer at least 4 hours.
Let me actually check something. I
Also,
need to-
God, DM.
Hi. Hold on. Let me check a thing. This is important.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so Thomas, you actually do need to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. You only don't need to breathe. You still need to eat, drink, and sleep.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I often think about how unsettling it must be to watch someone not breathe.
you just like are fucking walked in with like a staring contest. You hear nothing, and it's almost deafening. It's that bad.
Literally, he can just stand there like a goddamn statue.
Literally. You could be the fucking Silver Man. You could pick yourself silver and just stand in public and not breathe.
You mean a living statue?
Living statue.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so no one's allowed to see my room. That doesn't mean I'm not allowed to see other people.
No, that's not how that works.
I have to. So
Hey.
I would like to go and find where Tom is.
You see, he's in his room.
Fantastic. She'll knock on the door.
The time you said that, it's like you suddenly donned a powdered wig.
Fantastic.
Quite.
Quite fantastic. I'm going to rapport on the door.
Oh God.
Thomas, do you answer?
But of course.
Oh Christ. Here
It'd
we
be
go.
rude if you didn't.
So, Thomas, you answer the door.
Breia, what time is it right now?
It is currently 1 in the morning.
Yeah, that's right.
What are you doing up so late?
Hi, bud. Oh boy. I need to have a conversation with you.
Are you okay? Have you been drinking?
Maybe a little, but that's not relevant. What is relevant?
I'm
Is
not
that-
goddamn drunk it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. I like that one.
And she will literally just walk into your room. You don't even move out of the way. She moves you. Like, she just kind of walks past.
Feel free to let yourself in, I guess. What's wrong?
Huh. I don't know what I thought your room would look like, I have to be honest.
Yeah, sort of my style, really. Just kind of a gobble.
Yeah, you want to try that again?
Sort of a gothic noble style, I suppose. What about your room? I'm kind of surprised they changed. What does your room look like?
We don't have to talk about that.
Gonna.
Uh-huh. So what did you want to talk about?
A very wise figment of my imagination, told me that honesty is good. And so I have come here to be honest with you.
Uh-oh. That is not a good opening conversation to hear off rip from a viewer.
Should you be doing this while you're drunk?
I think that makes it all the more interesting, I'm not gonna lie. Please continue.
I have to be honest, that's the whole point.
I love it. God, it's father. Oh god.
Except at the time, the Vesper of the situation is a loser.
Stuff like that, bud. Come on. You're
God, we're all just being vicious to each other tonight.
Hey, I'm being vicious to myself.
I know. It makes it
I
funnier.
don't know what you're talking about.
I feel bad, but fuck, that's funny. Oh shit.
The truth about what?
The truth hurts.
Well, I have a lot of things I could probably be honest about, and I'm going to tell you one of them. Probably I'm sorry. Hold on a second. I really thought the vodka would help.
Oh shit!
Help. Where?
It's in your trait. Please continue.
So
Hold on, my internet's being weird.
Okay.
It's not being weird for me.
Meh.
What a strange turn of events.
What a twist.
how are the turntables?
Okay, seems to have
The
fixed
turn
itself.
bagels.
Okay.
You sure it's working? Okay? Because some, it doesn't really work.
Fucking stop, please. Let me breathe for a fucking minute. Holy hell, man.
Okay, so continue.
Sorry. Oh man.
Okay. She will sit down on your bed just to kind of balance herself because she's not doing good. Visibly, she clearly had a hard time even coming in here.
So, what is it you needed to tell me?
Well, you were, and the,
Breia, be crazy if I just confessed my feelings to you right now.
So she kind of goes quiet for a second, and gears turn. I am here. How'd you guess my exact bit? How dare you? I'm here to tell you that I am mean to you because I like you.
Pause.
Didn't say what I had to be honest about, Charlie, idiot.
I will admit, he was kind of just standing there dumbfounded, but part of me also really wanted to do the fucking smoke alarm bit.
It would have been a good time.
It just emits from his body just in that moment.
He's just standing there and it's just
Holy
also-
fuck, holies, dude.
Also, Breia, you feel a soft thump on the back of your head.
I'm assuming Charlie doesn't even appear visibly. I just feel the bump on the back of my head.
Yep.
Ooh. Yep. That's right. That's what I'm here to tell you. You dumb, sexy lamppost man.
I feel like I'm getting kind of mixed signals. I'm just imagining her with all the swagger, pumping her chest out, strutting side to side, swaying around like, yeah, you fucking sexy lamppost man.
You stupid, sexy lamppost man is
This is
now
like
a new
fucking-
quote that is going to be immortalized in this fucking server.
Just fucking pops her chin out like, what do you think of that?
Well,
Fucking
Thomas has his new name now.
DM, this is a demand. Black, for the love of God, make a fucking quotes channel, I beg you. Holy shit.
That's why we have the highlights channel, you dingus.
No. No. That text alone needs to be immortalized. Not the
Fine.
picture.
There.
Thank you.
I'll send the message. I said it.
Also,
Please do.
Breia, you get another donk.
Before she says anything, how's Thomas doing right now?
Give me a minute.
That good, huh?
Have you heard me howling the past couple minutes?
No, the mic doesn't catch that.
Crap.
Would you believe me if I told you that I came up with that literally the second I said it?
Yes, I would.
I believe it. 100%.
Something like that cannot be pre-planned. That is pure lightning in a bottle right there.
It's all true story. You can't make this shit
Absolutely.
up. It's too stupid to make up.
It's too stupid to make up.
It's too good. Thomas, he is just, he's both dumbfounded and concerned. Like, on one hand, someone just confessed that they like him in a romantic way, which, that's cool. But also, it feels like something is deeply wrong with this situation. Are you sure that's it? I feel like there's something going on here. Is something like how much have you drank?
I'm over here pouring my heart out for you.
And pouring alcohol down my
Is
throat.
there something wrong with this situation?
Oh, man.
I mean, usually being shit-faced drunk isn't always the best time to confess one's romantic feelings, at least from what I've heard.
Bullshit. This is peak.
I find that it's actually the best time. You think I would admit that? Do you know how hard I've worked to keep up? I mean, you are an easy target, but
I'm both insulted and flattered.
well, I'm glad to hear it, buddy.
Are you sure that's everything?
That's it.
Thump.
Can I make an insight check?
Yes, please do. And Breia, if you make a deception check, you have disadvantage.
Fantastic.
And -5.
Why? Why?
My
You were
dumbass
the one
over
who
here was
wanted to
looking
be
for
drunk.
the Inception. I was looking for Inception over here. Christ. Not person. No, that's persuasion. Hold on.
You're looking for insight.
Insight.
It starts with an I.
Good. My God.
That's why I thought Inception.
Not one. Come on.
I can't find it. I can't find the Inception.
I can't find the Inception button.
Hey, quit. Hey,
There it is.
Are we still in?
What is happening? What, like, am I being gaslit today? I'm like hearing insanity. What's happening?
Insight. Dirty 20.
Dirt.
I have to roll so fucking high.
And you roll at disadvantage. Have
I
fun.
mean,
-5.
I don't think you can beat it though.
With the bonus I have, I could, in theory, if
could,
I
but
rolled
you would have
an
to
18 or
roll
a
it up.
19 or a 20.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with the +7.
You had a chance. No
so
more.
that is a 7.
Fantastic. What I'll give you is, there are 2 things that are happening here. Number one, yes, there is more. Clear, that is not actually why she came in here. 2, that does not make what she is saying not true.
God, Nani, you're gonna have to rewrite your whole fic at this rate.
No, this is surprisingly on point.
Oh God, that's even more concerning.
She
It's
straight
Nani.
up predicted this shit.
It's Nani. You should always be concerned.
True.
Fair.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
must-
you're right.
I'm a
Yeah, what-
scoundrel.
What you would get is that she is exploiting a loophole in her own logic to tell you something else so that she can avoid something.
I feel like you're not being honest with me. I mean, what you're saying seems genuine, and I appreciate that. But I really do feel like there's something you're not telling me.
The batting on the back of my head is just like repetitive at this point, I assume.
And at this point, Breia, you hear another voice in your head. Go ahead, dear. Tell him.
Oh,
That's
God.
fucked up, okay? That's not right. I think at that, Breia suddenly goes from like kind of out of it and generally like kind of loopy to very present in the moment and mortified.
She has become woke.
You know what they say? Laws are threats created by the dominant socioeconomic party in a given nation, yada yada yada.
You hey, you yada yada.
But yeah, she just kind of, she's not looking at you anymore. She seems to be like looking at the floor, just like suddenly starkly aware of where she is, what she's doing in the situation she's in.
Seeing your turmoil, you actually do feel a slight pressure on your lap, and you see Charlie just kind of there on your lap, purring and nuzzling you.
Well, you... There is more.
Yes.
Do you have still that letter that you got? The one that... The incriminating one.
The one that the church lady gave us. And had my handwriting.
Yes.
Yes? Oh wait, did I give that to Lafayette?
I
No,
think I
you-
handed it back.
Yeah, she handed
Okay.
it back to you.
Yes, it's in my bag. Why?
Could you sit it on the table here, please?
He is going to take out the letter and set it like on the bedside table.
And she seems to be like having a hard time speaking, so instead she just kind of pulls out her journal, and then you watch as she writes a perfect copy of it.
Oh no.
And then she rips out the page, and then next to it, you see another torn out page that has the same tear pattern as the original.
You wrote the letter.
That was the instructions I was given the moment I was told that I would run into you again.
You can see him shifting between expressions of anger, confusion, from your old patron.
She just nods.
I
didn't think it would come up so soon. I thought I might be able to come up with a way just to the prince must have received it at some point. I guess I thought I would be able to convince him otherwise before it became an issue.
And do you know how far this letter has traveled?
No. There are a few obvious people to tell, I suppose. I wouldn't be surprised if your mother has already received some word of it. Why the church in Vega would have it is beyond me. That seems like an unnecessary place to send it, but...
If it went to the prince, and he sent it... I mean, realistically, he could have sent it anywhere. To anyone. Which does make me wonder why he still allowed me to be on this program.
It wouldn't have affected that. You would have gotten the summons before I even started writing it, much less sent it.
I see.
I sent it just before we left North Hollow. I'm going to be honest with you. I did it assuming we would just kind of be in this for I don't know, an extremely short time. We would part ways and then it would become a problem for you that I never had to, see happen.
Something that your patron seems to do a lot, I take it.
Partially her, partially me. I've always made sure to keep myself out of it as much as possible. I almost never know what happens afterwards. Until I saw that woman Zelda, I had no idea she'd had to leave town. I just shut it all out. I don't think I never met her personally or anything. It all went through proxies.
Well, there must have been some reason for doing it. I mean, even gods have their reasons.
If she has them, I don't think I ever figured them out. A lot of them she seemed to just be doing for fun. I think she saw me as entertainment.
You hear a voice in your head, Breia, and that is exactly why I disagree with her.
He nods in response to something that you can't see.
Well, God, this is the best J-drama I've ever seen.
I love it! And I'm eating Chinese food with it. Entertainment.
Do you see why I led with bits? Do you understand why I led with bits?
Well, I suppose there's no use dawdling on the past now. The letter's out there, and whoever she decides to send it to will get the message, and whoever the prince sent it to got it. For all we know, it could be spreading all over Wakahisa.
Abyssia.
Where the fuck is that? I've never heard of that.
Fuck.
You're
Shit. Sorry. I got a little caught up in my writing. I'm sorry. It could be all over anywhere. It could be all over Abyssia. By now.
I know it doesn't really mean much coming from me, but I sincerely am very sorry. I honestly, before I guess I always kind of thought of you as like a nerd who was fun to mess with. And so I wasn't really, and I hate to admit this, I wasn't as concerned about it. And then I was forced to spend time with you, and you're actually like fine, which is deeply upsetting to me because it really ruins my entire perception of the situation.
I mean, here I am talking to you about liking you. What is wrong with me?
Yeah, pretty much.
What is wrong with me, you tall, sexy lamppost man?
I
Fucking Christ.
That's one for the ages right there.
It was such a good unexpected delivery.
Another clip.
Mm-hmm.
And then but yeah, being forced to spend time with you is kind of, well, you're not as uncool as I had expected. You are, don't get me wrong, inescapable, really, the reality of your situation. But I'm sorry, I apologize. Oh boy, I'm not doing well here.
You really aren't.
I'll leave you to your night then. If you're, absolutely furious at me forever, I understand.
I mean,
It was mostly out of your control.
I've had so many opportunities to say no. This was another one that I didn't take.
And now you get that chance. Now that you don't have to listen to her anymore, you get the chance to actually be yourself.
You know,
And
it's
I'm here
funny,
to
I'm not
help.
Yes, Charlie's
And your
also
help is-
here to help.
And your help is greatly appreciated. And she gives him head pats. It's weird, It's been a while. I don't know if I remember who myself is.
Who am me?
Who is I?
Can Bruno Mars is gay?
God damn it. Well, I suppose you need to take a couple pages out of a book and get some character development, to put it in writing terms.
Just take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
God damn it. Yeah, I'm committing to it at this point. Fuck it. She stands up. You are such a fucking dweeb. And she just kisses you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I am going to go bury myself in pillows and plushies and, just kind of act like that didn't happen. All right, you have a good night now.
As do you.
You do hear just like a muffled scream as she screams into Charlie.
Muffled screams into Charlie. Charlie's open mouth. Scream at full volume.
I was actually about to say.
He would never do that to me. He's a good friend.
Yes.
I just imagine like she grabs Charlie, presses her face into his stomach, starts screaming, and you just see Charlie slowly begin to inflate before he opens his mouth and
Damn, these are all really funny bits that would never happen. Isn't that right? I know where you live. Remember that when you
I've tortured you enough.
No, please keep going.
How about this?
Breia is just living in a persistent dark night of the soul. It's bad all the time.
I've tortured you enough with this particular incident for now.
Sure. Thanks.
Anyway. So, you all do eventually fall asleep, getting, again, what I will call the best sleep of your life, despite everything that's going on. And you wake up the next morning.
we did it, guys. We woke up. We're alive.
I live. Ah, fuck. Perleman's not here to take away the hangover this time. Shit.
Oh, hold
Out
on.
of
Let
curiosity,
me get that for you. Bing!
Throat. Ah. Oof.
out of curiosity, does
Well,
she
that
still
sounds
remember everything that happened last night?
Once he takes away the hangover, yes.
Yeah, during the hangover, she's mostly focused on the hangover. The moment Parliament does that on purpose to snap her back into the reality of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
He's a real asshole that way.
Chaotic neutral. Haha.
This bitch.
So, what do you all do now that you awaken?
Mishpa wakes up and slowly stretches, realizes that a good portion of her lower body is now curled around Lafayette. And she is... Would Lafayette be awake at this point, or would you still be asleep, do you think?
It depends on how late I played that viol. Probably not too terribly late, but enough to kind of mesmerize herself for about a good hour. So probably still would be asleep for the moment.
She carefully uncoils herself from you and puts the blanket of mental healing over you before she gets out of bed and goes to the bathroom to freshen herself up and prep for the day. She doesn't spend too long because she still doesn't have like a routine, quote unquote, for the morning, but she does make a cursory effort to clean herself up and try to properly use this soap stuff that Breia seems so attached to.
Soap is good and you should use it.
Bring back asbestos. It's fine.
Oh god, no, please, not that game. I give me acid trip. I want to try to stream it at some point, though.
What is this?
Wonderful.
Thank goodness
you're here.
Thank goodness you're here.
Oh yeah. Really need to play that.
It's a right proper English humor game.
We just don't have money.
We've got to have
Money.
Money.
Money is such
Ka-ching.
a beautiful word.
So.
Wow, you got the warble right on with that too. That was impressive.
That actually came out not the way I wanted it to.
But it worked out better.
The best line delivery is when you deliver a line in your head wrong and it comes out exactly the way it needs to.
Yeah.
So yeah, so what's your current morning? What's happening with you?
Who are you asking this of?
You.
Oh, okay. But yeah, she probably takes like 10 minutes to freshen herself up before she sidles out, drying off. Goes outside naked to do some stretches and some basic exercises. That is probably the point where she is at while everyone else is waking up. Like, nobody else but the party is around, so she's just going to take advantage of it and get back into the routine she sort of had on the island and sort of exercise herself a little bit.
Front yard, backyard.
Where?
Front yard. She don't give a shit.
I mean, also, for what? The sight of the beach? Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Those crabs getting a real show again. Oops.
This is the part where Blaze gives me the blessing of Poseidon.
Lafayette will wake up a little bit afterwards, feeling very relaxed, very content, and also had done the deed of sleeping naked with Mishpa, because that just seems to be their tradition now.
Hell yeah.
Good work, guys.
And as such, since it is early, Lafayette will kind of just like throw on like a bathrobe and just kind of wander around the house. She'll look at the fridge for like a snack to eat, like a small berry or something. And then she will find Mishpa, blink, and then just shrug and say fuck it and join her for morning stretches outside in the front yard. Which
Good
in
morning.
turn also loses the bathroom.
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
So, just a soft nod as she stretches.
Glad to hear it. It's probably one of the best sleeps I've had since we arrived in North Hollow.
Lafayette nods and then just kind of puts her hands together up front as she stretches again, but then signs out. It was much better than that suite. Better than those beds that they had over there, too. This place is alright.
They were literally magical.
Yeah, and so was my music, bitch.
It is very nice. Especially the accommodations that appeared in the room.
She will very quickly nod at that, being very pleased with like the mix of like colors and everything and how the room transformed to fit them properly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Mishpa and Lafayette will kind of just vibe outside in the front doing their exercises, I guess, and let everybody else wake up and enjoy the show or do whatever the fuck they want.
Mm-hmm. Nani, Breia, Thomas.
I just imagine Breia in like a fucking pink pink robe and like bunny slippers, just staring out the window like, yep, and then just drinking her coffee.
I swear, it's
I'd like
like
to
they
think
want
that-
us to look.
I'd like
Oh
to
my
think
god,
that
when did you
Nani
get in
is-
here?
I'd like to think that Nani is still monologuing.
I've been here for like 5 minutes.
Ah, interesting. Great. And she goes back to not looking at you.
I suddenly don't care. Goodbye.
Nani looks out there and she's just like, Are they naked? Huh.
Yep.
How functional are your eyes? Let's find out.
Passive perception at 21, and I can read lips, so very, very.
Okay, then you're fine. Yeah, you can see every detail.
Huh. They are very brave doing that.
I mean, it's not like
here.
Yeah,
Are
it's not
they-
like anyone else aside from us would see them.
Is this like a couples thing? Like exercising naked on the beach?
I have no idea.
Brad just shrugs.
Slowly draws out her notebook.
Oh, damn it.
Yes, very good.
She
So?
looks at the notebook and then just the first look that Tom actually gets from her all morning is literally just a hard stare, and then she just kind of goes back to looking out the window like she didn't do it.
For the record, Thomas, I think this is the first time you've seen anyone naked since you were fucking designated into the cuck section of the fucking spot.
Would you say that?
Wasn't it like the pig man or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Nani is looking at you to insight check.
Why are you inciting?
Hey,
Because
for
Breia,
what?
because Breia was like looking at Thomas, and now she's pretending like she's not looking at Thomas. Insight check.
This was not the intended purpose of that happening.
He did kind of side-eye her.
There- God help me out.
Non-hostile side-eye.
Side eye.
So, how was your evening?
Well, I certainly got some writing done.
Right.
Oh, that's nice. I found out that my blanket is plushies.
Yes, some good writing. Lots of plushies. Yes.
Why are you weird? Why are you this?
It sounds like your rooms have given you exactly what you desire as well. This house is clearly being manned by a siren that wishes to keep us here.
Oh Lord, here we go.
I'm sorry. What?
I mean, why else would the house just magically give us exactly what we want without us telling it? Like, it knows us suddenly? Like, it's reading our emotions and minds? So, I have a proposition.
We are not burning the house down.
Well, I was not going to say the exact same thing.
We spend so much money on that. Why would I suggest that we burn our own house down?
Because that seems to be a common suggestion from you.
Look, fire can cleanse a lot of things.
Oh
Like,
my God.
when you look at the forest, like, imagine a forest gets, like, burned down.
Nani,
But then
Nani, and I ask this.
Forests rise from its ashes.
I understand what you're getting at. Nani, can you just...
We
Can-
could make a new, better house.
Can a nice thing happen without you immediately distrusting it and trying to burn it down, please? Just once.
But nice things don't happen to me.
And
happening
Breia
now?
has a piece of toast which she shoves in Nani's mouth.
Why is there so much butter?
Because I like it that way.
Where did you get buttery toast? You just had this on you sopping wet with butter?
She got it from the toaster.
What the fuck is a toaster?
It makes toast.
Machine that you just stick slices of bread in and it turns it into toast? What?
Yes.
All toasters toast.
Fucking hell.
That seems like a very hyper-specific use.
What a fucking dumpster fire this is.
I mean, you're kind of right on that one, but anyway.
Couldn't you just, I don't know, like, fry it in a pan?
No, this house has electricity. Of course we have to have a separate device that exclusively does this one thing.
Lightning elementals, how do you feel about that?
Nothing responds.
Why won't you speak to me?
Stop trying to talk to the house, Donnie.
Psychopath. Oh fuck.
Why are
I'm
you
good.
looking at the wall? Why are you talking to the wall? There's no one there.
She is just, I do imagine that she's literally just staring at the light switch.
There are unseen servants, there's lightning elementals, they're all around us!
There's no lightning elementals.
But you said lightning, you captured lightning.
I was being, it was hyperbole, it's not literal, it's just how it works, like the power is the same source that lightning comes from, never mind. The point is, she seems to like, really like,
Wait,
look around the entire room to find like a point to this conversation, and upon not finding one, she shoves another piece of toast in your mouth.
wait, I just had to realize. No, wait, hear me out on this.
God.
Okay, so, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. So, it's kind of like the electromagnetic waves that fluctuate through our cranial passages. It's like the electricity that our brains create.
I think
Yeah.
at some point during
If
this
if that's what gets you
conversation-
to, and it's yes.
So what you're saying is, somewhere in this building is a brain that is
No!
power in it.
Yeah, I think at some point during this conversation, Mishpa probably would have finished up her stretches, and it currently is just standing in the doorway, listening to you three ramble on about this topic.
Yeah, and Lafayette's just kind of perched up on her shoulders, just listening to it, like arms resting on top of her head.
The house doesn't have a brain.
God, I wish we had an officer here
Good
who could
morning.
just explain how electricity works.
Ah, good morning to the happy couple. Are they still naked?
Yes.
They didn't take their clothes out with them.
I mean, what about it at this point?
Mishpa's just like full bare naked, and fucking Lafayette is just perched on her shoulders, so most of her body's obscured just by Mishpa's head. And she's just like propped
Thomas
over
does
leaning
kind of
it.
have like his hand over the side of his face, trying not to look.
Breia's just kind of like Breia literally is talking, said that to Mishpa like she didn't, like she hasn't even noticed.
So how long have you two been a couple to where you're already to the stage of naked exercise on the beach? That's like a stage somewhere in relationships, right?
Lafayette just kind of like looks down at Mishpa and just has like a questioning
but it
look,
is
like,
now.
what are they talking about?
Mishpa is giving the exact same look right back at you. She has no idea what they're talking about right now.
Lafayette then signs out, it's just nudity. There's nothing special about it.
I think they're just generally less concerned with that kind of thing than we might be.
Lafayette, with a dismissive look, just signs out, I quite frankly don't give a shit.
Well, it's still going in the fanfic.
Oh,
Begins
damn
to
it!
walk off.
Holy fuck.
Well, anyway, everyone, tend to your business this morning. I'm going to go get dressed, and then we are going off to that temple. Also,
Today is the
Lafayette.
day.
Also, Lafayette, could you shift a little bit? Your thing is poking me in the back of the head.
Shift.
Thank you.
Problem solved.
And she'll slither back to their room. She does stop in front of Thomas and grins down at him. I know I'm intimidating, but you're allowed to look, you know.
It's usually uncouth to stare.
Do I look like a couth individual to you?
Well, does she?
First, I need to figure out what that word means.
If it helps, you're the most couth individual I know.
That just
Lafayette
makes
is-
it even more confusing.
Lafayette just kind of signs out. Sounds like a slang that you would hear in school.
Deeply couth.
We're all couth here.
God. What is
Holy
happening?
crap. Something beautiful.
Oh.
We are making art tonight, people.
Something very couth is happening.
That's going to be the title
Holy-
for this session.
Oh God. This session has been an event.
The title of this episode is Of Lampposts and Couthness. Sponsored by Corviers.
Excellent.
After a moment of just sitting there to see if he will even, at the very least, like, peek. Like, if he doesn't, she will just shrug and slither back to hers and Lafayette's room to get ready for the day.
Mm-hmm.
He did kind of like peek over to look you in the eye. And like Are you done making your point?
She just grins, flexes an arm, and starts slithering away, and she is shifting her hips a little bit wider than she has to as she slithers away.
Fabulous. And no part of you wanted to peek just a little?
Thomas.
It's called restraint.
And how's that working out for you?
Thomas.
Yeah.
Could you roll me a D100, please?
Uh-oh. Oh, no. I'd hate where this is going already. 8.
Okay, let me find something real quick.
I like chaos.
Okay, a toy poodle appears in front of you with a letter.
Oh, that's how you know it's gonna be really bad news.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking poodle. It's over.
Shit, they always
Well,
send the cute ones for the worst news.
I mean, remember when we got the Cerberus? I mean, that was nothing.
That was funny.
Maybe
I
they
thought this-
only send Cerberus for neutral notes.
It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't have to.
But yeah, he is going to take the letter.
And you're gonna read it?
Yes.
Boop.
Oh. Oh, it's from Sky. Oh, that's... Oh, that... Hmm.
Who what now?
A sky full of stars. She's a friend of mine from back home. Well, I say friend. We sort of compete against each other in the, when it comes to hunting and such.
Huh. Sounds hot. Anyway, what's it about?
First thing that popped
Lafayette.
in my head was the fucking, like, reaction meme from the B movie. The... Oh god, what was it? Hold on.
The one of like Patrick Warburton's character just like looking back
Yeah.
over his shoulder.
Yeah, that's the one.
Lafayette,
Yes.
sent you a thing.
Give me a second.
Yeah, he makes that face for a split second. Well... Okay, well... Apparently she's doing okay. I honestly should have been writing to her a lot more. Considering what we went through right before I had been called to this whole thing. Apparently the blight shrooms that we'd seen were taken away. I'm reading this from the letter. Some dudes covered head to toe in white robes came and dug them up. They moved strangely, like rigid and stiff, not like actual people.
Huh.
Nani, does that sound familiar to you at all?
White robes?
Would I know anyone in white robes?
Nope.
Lafayette would probably rejoin the group after a few moments, not being properly dressed.
I might know
then-
one thing. Tell me, what shape were the hoods?
She didn't say. I literally read you the entire description she gave me in the letter.
Okay, well, if those hoods are like kind of cold and towering, we got a problem.
Lafayette kind of raises her brow and signs out. What's happening?
I got a letter from a friend of mine. Did I mention to you that I had an encounter with some blight shrooms back home?
Gumi got my joke, and I guess it's kind of good that nobody else got my joke.
I literally shouted, "Hey, oh shit, it's the KKK."
Oh.
No!
Yeah, that is kind of the first thing I thought of.
Especially bad for one of us here, I think.
You did
Nice.
mention that you did mention that you had a run-in with them, yes.
Yeah, Lafayette would nod at that.
You met white-cloaked individuals? When?
No, a run-in with the blight shrooms.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
what they're nodding to, not the
Yeah,
white robe
okay.
people.
Well, apparently, the friend of mine who I had counted those mushrooms with had seen some people covered head to toe in white robes digging up those mushrooms. And they moved stiff.
Head tilt.
Not like actual people, she said.
Lafayette kind of extends a hand out and points to the letter with a questioning look.
Sure. I'll send that to you.
Thank you.
Is the white robe a uniform that any of you are familiar with?
I'm just gonna guess and say no, but I'm God.
Nope.
Fantastic.
I don't like the idea of someone just up and taking those mushrooms.
And for them to just up and take them, they have to not be afraid of being exposed to the spores.
But if they're
Well-
moving stiff,
As I said, it is possible to transport the blight shrooms as long as you don't deliver any blunt force to them.
After a moment, Lafayette looks almost kind of stunned upon like reading a specific part of the letter, and then she double checks it, triple checks it, and then looks up at Thomas. She then signs out, "How do you know this person?"
we're old friends.
How old?
2 years.
I mean, we've only known each other a couple of years. Why?
I need. Do you have like one of those little parcel pet stamps?
I think so, yes.
I need one.
Yes, let me just go grab it from my bag. I'm gonna head back to my room real quick. Is there like a stamp you need?
I
And if
imagine
so,
there's
I
something
assume I-
tied to it.
Yeah, you just need a stamp and a letter.
Okay, and I assume I have one of those stamps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it someone you're familiar with, Lafayette?
She then looks up to Mishpa and signs out, "Remember the people that I worked with?"
Old co-worker, then.
Mm-hmm. And she will nod.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
She'll give a nod and say, sign out, "Good." She was one that I would consider one of my best friends.
All right, someone I don't need to kill, then.
No, because then I'll kill you.
What kind of co-workers did you have that you might need to be murdered?
I mean, we're doing this in sign language. Can Breia understand sign language?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
everybody here technically can, yeah.
Okay.
Lafayette will then look over and sign out some old history tied to me.
I have my guesses. All right.
If you're smart enough, it's not hard to figure out. And if you can't figure out, I'm disappointed with you especially. That's a very backhanded compliment saying you're smart.
Oh, thank you.
In the meantime, Lafayette's going to begin to pull out a piece of paper and begin to write something down while she waits for Thomas.
Hey, he's back in like a few seconds.
Yep, Lafayette will make the grabby hand towards the stamp.
So while she's doing that, Mishpa glances at Breia and Nani. So, what did your rooms give you?
My room gave me a lush garden full of exotic plants, a table that seemed crafted out of the wood of the Feywild, and a large collection of books discussing the geology of different planes of existence.
Sounds like everything you could want.
Yes, perhaps too much of what I could want.
Nani, please. For 5
Again.
minutes. Could you not be yourself?
Nani, holds a finger to her chin, looking up in thought.
God, a horse looking up. Now that's a disturbing image.
Audible neck crunch ensues.
Okay, bet.
If you turn into a fucking fox or something, I swear to God.
Oh God.
So, Breia, what was in your room?
Oh boy, why do I say anything?
I'm sure that it was super nice. Come on, tell everybody.
She's turned into Wap Peach.
Nani, I say this with all due respect. You were personally designed to kill me.
Oh, Breia, you say the silliest things in regards to our friendship.
I guess I do! Anyway, well, I got a lot of pink, a lot of plushies, and a workbench.
Uh-huh.
Just so much pink you wouldn't believe. If you saw it, you'd be like, wow, that seems like a lot, but it's actually rather comforting.
Wow, that seems like a lot, but it's really comforting to know that you enjoy these things.
If you can keep this up for a full 5 minutes, I'll honestly be so impressed.
Well, I think that I'm going to go make breakfast for everybody. Tra-la-la-la-la.
I'm pretty sure that was just Nani being Nani, just higher pitched.
No. She's going to go make food. I don't think she's ever done that before. Because she's never had to do it for herself.
So, should we be allowing her next to the oven?
We should absolutely be allowing her next to the oven.
Well, Breia's never steered me wrong yet, so I suppose that's fine.
I'm sorry, what? Wow. Never thought I'd hear anyone say that.
Let's see. What do people like to eat for breakfast? People like eggs, and people like toast. They like toast out of the toaster, which is powered by lightning. It is not alive!
What the fuck is this?
Oh God. Why have I done this? Why did I say anything?
But they also need meat. Breakfast meats. Succulent breakfast meats out of the belly of a pig.
Okay, ease up on it, Martha Stewart. Julia Childs.
You know what this
Whoever.
is giving me? The fucking Star Wars holiday special. The fucking like whipsta, whip, whip. That the fucking droid that makes food.
Congratulations, Mitty. You've been compared to the Star Wars holiday special.
Damn.
Just Echo disappear. So, yeah, I'm gonna make breakfast for all my friends.
And yourself?
And myself.
Breia, I do think, comes back in the middle of you making it, just to, like, stare at the portion sizes to make sure that you're included.
Don't worry, Breia. I snuck... Don't tell anybody, but I snuck in an extra egg for me. You can keep a secret, can't you?
If there's one thing I'm good at. And she walks away.
Now the question is what you make edible?
Nani.
Yeah.
What do you even roll for that?
Performance?
Survival?
Roll me a survival check.
It's gonna be either really
I mean,
funny
she's
or
a
really
druid. There we go.
Damn. Damn.
You whip
She
up
really
a...
wasn't kidding when she said she'll
Okay.
Okay,
be not
so,
herself.
okay, so while I'm making this, I need to make sure to make it exactly the way that I wouldn't normally make it.
Holy shit.
Damn, she actually confused herself into making good food.
This
The-
actually looks really good, and that upsets me a bit. In a good way!
The only way we're getting a good breakfast is because it's fucking opposite day.
I will make the worst food possible. I fucked up so bad it's incredible.
Also, I'm just gonna ask this. I'm assuming that any wardrobe that exists in this room is also just full of pink.
Yes.
Fantastic. That's what I figured.
What, in Breia's wardrobe?
Yes.
Oof.
No, in Mishpa's.
Yes.
Yeah, the house fucked up. Everyone's wardrobes are pink, actually.
So when do we go to the Elton John concert?
Hold on.
Yeah, we'll go as soon as God is done done at her typewriter.
Don't you dare do the fire alarm.
Well, now that you've planted it inside the head.
Don't you do it. Don't do it. I see you looking at it.
It's like the reverse psychology episode of Ed, Edd and Eddie.
Yeah, it's just that bit. It's like, chaw. Breaks out into an intense sweat looking back like,
I'm on my laptop. I don't have the sec tech to pick that. I also like the one doing it. That was a good one. Like, in regards to the Pokemon Legends Arceus game.
There it is.
Mad. But I'm in the middle of something, so I don't have time to be mad. So in Pokemon Legends Arceus, there's a side quest involving a Spheal that won't stop rolling down a hill. Like, you rescue it from the bottom of the hill.
Did you just say rescue? Rescue. Rescue the seal.
Lafayette.
Hi. Continue with your story right quick before we continue. Give me a second.
Please.
Okay. Yep.
And once you rescue it from the bottom of the hill, then it immediately rolls back down while the person is thanking you for rescuing his Spheal. So somebody did a comic where it's just like, now Spheal, don't you roll down that hill, and the Spheal is like, aw. But then it does like the Ed face, like looking at the hill, like.
I love that face. It's one of my favorites.
Okay. Lafayette, roll me a 1d100.
28.
A Doberman comes.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a letter.
Yeah, that was fucking quick.
One of Lafayette's assassin friends that she hasn't spoken to in ages wrote back faster than Thomas's mom.
Damn.
Fucking brutal. Gotta stop serving those harsh rounds, man. There's only so much breakfast people could take like that. Oh, Lord. And after that, Lafayette will join everybody at the kitchen table.
Mm-hmm. I will say, after a hearty breakfast cooked by your resident druid, you guys feel ready to take on the Temple of the Naga.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do we want to go for longer, or?
I can.
Yeah,
Everyone
I want to
else is
see
okay.
Temple. The Snemple.
The Sniffle.
Alright. So how you planning on getting there?
Mishpa looks at the map, looks at where we are, and she is going to start slithering in the general direction she thinks it might be.
Lafayette is just going to ever so delightfully perch right on that tail so she doesn't have to walk at all. It's just a really fun balancing game.
You are literally snake surfing.
Yep.
Hang 10.
Hang snake.
The collective, the communal Yoshi.
I took a second to register, huh?
That sounds very
God damn it.
wrong.
Oh, Lord alive. It is
No, it
horrendously
doesn't.
wrong.
How dare you?
It's comedy. It's what it
Anyway.
is, nothing more.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
So, you start slithering and walking and riding in that general direction. Nothing eventful happens as, well, no one usually comes out this way, especially ever since something mysterious seemed to have happened to the little dot that's left unnamed on the map. And when you do finally get to that area, you see a barren wasteland, similar to that of the Isle of Ash. But what makes it stand apart from the Isle is that surrounding what you could assume used to be a town of some sort are giant scorch marks.
Is there like a hard cutoff where like the plant life just stops growing?
Yes.
By the way, I should have asked this earlier, but would I have known about a town that was over here?
Yes, actually. This used to be a village known as Swiftview. But many, many years ago, before the Naga War even happened, but during your lifetime, it's kind of fuzzy on when it happened, a powerful mage wiped out the entire village in one fell spell known as Scorched Earth. Simply as a display of intimidation, as he was planning to usurp the king at the time.
Mishpa snaps the journal shut, drops it into her bag of holding, and draws her sword. Well, I think we're here. And she's going to start.
The delightful, horrible wasteland that gave it away.
She's going to start slithering towards the area and look for anything unusual or out of the ordinary, like maybe something that survived the blast, maybe something that's just a little out of sorts for a barren wasteland.
Anyone who wants to can roll me an investigation check.
You said it was Springview?
Swiftview.
Swiftview.
Swiftview, sorry.
That's an 11 for me.
I never really got to see Swiftview.
Yeah, he's Gavin.
Hard to see anything when you're on the tail, isn't it?
And too goddamn big.
I accidentally hit perception.
He's okay.
I'm gonna hit investigation.
I mean, if it's the same bonus, then you... Oh.
It is very much not the same bonus.
So, Tomas and Breia, you two actually see a perfectly cut hole in the ground.
Hole.
How big is it?
Ooh.
It's actually about Naga-sized.
Strange.
Very. Well, if we're going to start looking anywhere, this seems like a good place.
Considering this used to be Swiftview, why would there be... Think of it, that map that we had, it also had a drawing of a serpent temple right around here.
That sure is why we're here, yes.
Considering the map of the tunnels that the map at the back of the journal shows, that does add up. And she's going to take her hempen rope out of the back, out of her bag, and look for something to attach it to, so that people who are not Nagas can get down the hole a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
Can anyone spare a light?
Yeah.
All right then, light me up. I can't see in the dark.
Flame on.
Nani's gonna cast. What are you holding?
My sword currently.
She casts light on your sword.
Thank you. And she's going to. She'll go first. She'll slither down the hole and see what's down there.
Lafayette will kind of trace behind since she has dark vision to help with that, and also because she's sneaky, she will kind of follow from a distance.
Mm-hmm. So, I will say you all are able to make it down the hole.
Hole.
Yes, hole.
Hole.
And it's quite a bit of walking down, 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 ever sloping, until finally you come to a similar wasteland, except this time underground with a lot more rocks. And you see another destroyed settlement, and in its center, a gargantuan temple with a giant sleeping Ouroboros at the top. Made of stone, not the actual one.
I was gonna say we
Could
should
you imagine?
be here.
We gotta go, guys. We gotta go.
Level 3 facing against that thing? Hell no. Get this straight, we're this shit.
I mean, we wouldn't face against it. It's a god. We'd be like, "Hey, God, what's up? What you doing?"
Hey God,
Nani,
I'm a dip.
Nani,
I'm
both
sorry,
you and
there-
I tried to stab a god.
You very much did. There's also something very funny to me about the idea of like this massive sleeping snake god. You walk in and then you just shout, "What's up?" Just real loud.
This is most definitely Naga territory. And that is definitely a temple to Ouroboros. Why is it under what I assume used to be a regular village?
I imagine the same reason the other Naga city was, through a cave and down next to another one.
I don't understand, though. I mean, Nagas have always kind of been separated from other sentient species. We've never particularly gelled well with them, but I would have thought that would mean we would want to be further away from them. Is there anything in the village, in the settlement proper, that seems to have survived, or is it sort of like just as barren as the upstairs was?
It's pretty much as barren as the upstairs one, except this one you can actually make out some of the buildings and tents that once were, similar to the one that you found near Zelta.
She is going to hold up her
But surprisingly,
light.
The temple is mostly untouched.
She's going to hold up her light for a bit before she starts to approach the temple, since that's the most intact part, and look for an entrance.
You see the entrance is at the very front, though you do see probably the one piece of Naga writing that you have seen other than the journal that you got from the clergy camp. Probably the only surviving etchings of Naga writing since the war.
What does it say?
May the serpents guard this temple.
She kind of runs her fingers along the letters for a moment before she glances back at the others. Guards up.
Breia will put her hand to the writing too, just so that she can understand it.
Guards up. What do you mean?
I think there might be something else in this temple, but I'm not sure.
I mean, what do you mean?
The message here is fairly clear. May the serpents guard this temple. I don't think it's only referring to... And she kind of motions to herself.
Well, it says, may they guard. It doesn't mean that something is guarding this temple, but we should be precautious, as you say.
I need to see what's inside this place. If you all want to wait out here, feel free.
You ain't going in there by yourself, especially if there actually is something in there.
Besides, this is extremely fascinating.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I could find a very rare underground flora to grow in our garden.
Or, more books, things of the like.
I mean, yeah, I suppose I could find a book about the Naga dimension or something.
I'm sorry, what?
The fucking Naga dimension. Alright.
You're going to the Naga dimension. The Naga dimension is what it's called when Lafayette is completely engulfed in Mishpa's tail.
It's very crowded here.
Very well, then. On we go. And she's going to slither inside and get a look at what we're dealing with.
Okay. I'm guessing you all follow behind?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's looking for a good cliffhanger to leave off on.
You all head inside, and it's a fairly open space. Okay, I'll get to you on that. It's a fairly open space. There aren't any rooms or hallways to speak of. This seems to be more of a proper temple where people would give offerings rather than a church with multiple rooms. In the center, near the back, you see a large staired pedestal, or multi-layered pedestal of stone and marble that reaches about 50 feet up. And on top, you see a glowing orange rounded gem that looks a lot like a serpent's eye. But what you also see is in front of that pedestal, coiled around the entire circumference, or the entire perimeter of the pedestal, is a gargantuan green serpent.
Shit.
Fuck.
I
Are
don't
we-
suppose that's Ouroboros.
How awake does this serpent seem?
It seems to be slumbering.
Perhaps we should leave it alone?
Yeah. I mean, that seems like would be wise for our well-being.
I have to know why it's here. I have to know what it's guarding.
It's guarding the orange gem up there.
But what is the orange gem?
Mishpa, I think you'd have a better chance simply walking up and asking the snake what it is than actually trying to go see what it is at this point. Don't actually walk up to it and ask it what it is.
She's gonna walk up and ask him what it is.
Hey,
Okay.
oh god.
Well, I guess if we're all gonna be in imminent danger, this is how I'd want it to happen, with a cool orange gem to look at.
Yes,
Okay.
I wasn't expecting this get-up. I've been meaning to ask about that, but...
Don't just stand there and banter like the two-headed dragon from Quest for Camelot. Stop her!
With what? She's stronger than both of us combined.
I was gonna say, what world do you think we live in that I'm going to be able to do that?
Nani's going to try to stop Mishpa, like get in her way. Stop. Holds out hand. Halt.
She's just gonna keep slithering forward.
Not if I stop you with my athletics.
Oh, well done. So powerful.
That's
She's
pretty
so
pathetic for
strong
me,
if
but
there's
it
one
still
thing
makes
you
you-
know.
To be
You
fair,
literally couldn't not beat her unless you got a nat one.
That's not fair. You got a bonus that was the same as what I rolled.
I was gonna say, to be fair, Nani did technically roll higher. It's just that Mishpa has a higher bonus.
Skill issue.
I still beat her, so Mishpa is just slithering forward, and you are just being pushed along with her.
Well, I guess I'm getting eaten first.
I think she's turned herself into bait or something. I'm not really sure what her plan is.
Mishpa, be reasonable. You don't know if that thing is capable of conversation. What if it sees it's like, damn, I've been asleep for like 1,000 years. I'm so hungry. And then it eats us.
All things considered, it was put here by Naga before us. I think if I speak with it, I, at the very least, might be able to get an answer as to what it is doing here, what its purpose is. Honestly, my main fear is for you and the others. Speaking of, please get your hand off of my chest and go back to where the others are.
Is there anywhere a pie I could just perch up?
Not really.
So like a ledge or something, like just a little bit off the ground.
There's a broken pillar.
Hop, perch.
But yeah, Mishpa is going to approach it.
Okay. You approach the slumbering serpent, and you see that this thing is a lot bigger than you initially gave it credit for, as you are tiny compared to it.
Do I have any idea what this thing is? Like any sort of oral history or anything that would give me an idea?
None that you know of. You've never seen a snake this big. Like, one of its scales is the size of you.
She is going to stop a small distance before it, turn her sword point down, and gently clink it against the stones beneath her. And she is going to say in Naga, "Awaken, great serpent, and hear my questions."
We're going to die.
You hear a loud exhale of breath that actually billows throughout the entire temple. And I need everyone besides Mishpa to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, strength, that's great.
Goody for me.
Damn, this bitch breathing that hard?
My strength? Why can't it be dexterity?
This bitch breathing too hard.
I knew it. I knew it.
I mean, realistically, it's your fault for choosing to stand on a pillar.
Fuck you. That's what I gotta say about that. Fuck you.
Nani, Thomas, and Lafayette, you are blown back. Like, Lafayette, you completely fall off the pillar and onto the ground, and you are all knocked prone. As Mishpa, you see the serpent begin to move as the part that you didn't see behind the pedestal begins to rise. A gargantuan hooded head emerging from behind and looking down at you as its eyes open. And you see standing before you an ancient guardian Naga.
I didn't realize that you guys came in that size.
Oops, sorry.
Lafayette picks herself up and just peeks over.
Mishpa takes a moment to get over the awe of what she is witnessing before she respectfully bows her head before it and says, once again speaking in Naga, "Greetings to you, O ancient serpent. I apologize for the nature of this call. I am...
Sorry.
I am Mishpa, the luckless. Daughter of Ursi the Poisoned and Heksha the Blue Fang. I come as a daughter of the Isle of Ash, querying as to the nature of this place and my people's history.
Well met, Mishpa the Luckless. I have no name, as I predate the concept of such. But I can tell you what happened here. I can give you the ultimate truth. And that's where we're going to end session.
Oh, fuck you.
The ultimate truth.
Oh my god, I'm gonna learn 42.
I hope you all enjoyed, and we shall see you all next time.
Yeah.
Good snake.